Welcome back everyone. So today I'm going to try and do a bloom with some different resin. This resin is from Temu and it is currently mixing right now. And we're going to use some Ranger inks today. I'm going to give those a try and just see what kind of effect and colour we can get from it. So I'm just mixing that now, so I'm just waiting for that to finish, and then once that is ready I will bring you back and we will get pouring. So we're nearly there. I'm waiting for the resin to heat up to 35, just a bit above. So that is what I use. I don't have one of those thermometers, those things that you zap into your cup. So I have to do it the old-fashioned way, which I don't mind. So while we're waiting for that, we have the colours picked out. We're going to go with Ember and Salmon, some reds, and my white will be something that I received in a parcel, so it'll be Colour Fun white. So I've already given that a shake and we will come back when that is 35 and above. So I'll bring you back. So I've got my white. I've just added just a couple of drops in there. So when the resin is 35, it's 31.8 at the minute, we shall decant the resin into the mould and then we'll be back. Right, and we're back. So the resin has heated to 35. I will pour some of it into my mould and then I use the rest for the white. So we'll just let that find its way into the crevices and all the little pointy bits, and then we'll just use some for the white. Make sure you mix your white thoroughly. Yep, I think I can still see the stick through it. So I think that's good to go. Yeah. So we shall start dropping the colours once this has just finished filling. We'll go around the edges just to make sure there's no bubbles and pop any bubbles that do appear. What is the use of these things? I mean, really, does anybody use them? Because I find them too flimsy. So just going around the edges now, just to get any bubbles that have made their way into the corners. I can see just a few, but they're not that bad. Yep, that's all good. Right, so we will do the salmon in the corners of each one, and then we'll do the ember as a circle. And then I do have a little pot of white glitter bits, but a very minimal amount shall I use for that. Right, here we go. I do love this colour. Oops. And then we'll just do a tiny little spoon of these in the centre. Because I don't really want a lot, because I don't like how the glitter spreads outwards. So we'll just keep it minimal for now. That's nice and thick. I don't like to use piping bags, although I suppose you do have better control when you are using them. So I'll just use my cup. So I'll just pinch my cup like that. There's a bit of hair on there. And then we'll just go around the edges. I've only ever been successful with one bloom. The rest of my successes lie with my Petri hearts. So I will be amazed at however this turns out. So let me know what you think in the comments. Okay, we do have a bit of a blob there, but I shall just thin that out a bit. And I will get my, I don't know what to use. My massive bamboo stick skewer. And we will go from this point in and this point up. So I'm not going through to the bottom of the resin, I'm just touching the top. go up to where this point is. I don't know if I should do a swirl in the middle or if I should just leave it like that. And then I'm going to do some dots just to make like a fiery work effect. And then we will see how that turns out. I'm going to leave it like that because that just looks really good, and I'm just going to define these points just to make them more defined. Because that's now started to spread and it looks really pretty. Wow, I'm actually pleased with that. So let me just bring you down and you can have a closer look. What do you reckon to that? I'm really pleased. Right, so I will bring you back when it's time for demold. See you shortly. Hey, we're back and we are ready to demold our bloom. Super solid. Exciting. Let's check it out. It's still a bit slightly bendy, but it has been curing all night. Slight overpour on the edges, but we'll deburr that. So are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! Check that out. Wow. These bits in the middle when I did the dots, like for a bit of like a firework. I really like that. What do you think? I'm happy with that. I like it a lot. Let me know. I am impressed. I am so happy with that. I'm ecstatic. Marvellous. such lovely colours. And I used Ranger inks. Salmon and Ember. So I think I'll try a different colour. Let me know in the comments what you think. What do you think to that? Thank you to everybody who has subscribed. Thank you to all the comments. Shout out to Pouring Your Heart Out, because if it wasn't for you, then I wouldn't push myself. Shout out to Start Blooming, because as always, you know, I do watch your channel and you do inspire me both. So thank you very much, everybody, and I'll catch you on the next one.